The film Titanic told a powerful story about love and sacrifice, showing a young couple whose fate captured the imagination of millions around the world. But the real Titanic was not a scripted romance, because on that ship there were real people facing death, and their final actions revealed something deeper than fiction. On April 14, 1912, the Titanic struck an iceberg in the dark North Atlantic, and at first many passengers did not realize the seriousness of what had happened. Within minutes, however, the truth began to spread, and the realization slowly took hold that the ship was going down. John Harper placed his young daughter into a lifeboat, knowing he would not survive. And instead of trying to save himself, he turned back toward the people still on board. According to survivor accounts, he began speaking to others about Christ, about forgiveness, and about being ready to face eternity. As the ship sank and the freezing water surrounded them, witnesses later said he continued calling out, urging people to turn to God even in those final moments. One survivor later described being alone in the freezing water, holding on to debris as the cold began to take over. He said that a man swam toward him and asked about his faith, and according to his testimony, that man was John Harper. Years later, he would say that encounter changed his life, and that he became a believer because of what he heard that night. Wallace Hartley and his fellow musicians chose to remain on deck as panic spread, continuing to play music while the ship slowly sank. Eyewitnesses described how the music brought a sense of calm, even as the situation became hopeless. Many believed the final song was "Nearer, My God, to Thee," a hymn about drawing closer to God. Some survivors later recalled seeing small groups of passengers gathering together, speaking quietly and praying as the end approached. In the middle of fear, there were moments of stillness, where people turned their thoughts towards something beyond survival. As the lifeboats were filled, it became clear that there would not be enough space for everyone. Eyewitnesses described how many men stepped back, helping others into the boats without trying to take a place for themselves. These quiet decisions, made without recognition, became one of the most powerful realities of that night. Ida Strauss refused to leave her husband Isidor Strauss, choosing to remain with him instead of taking a seat in a lifeboat. Witnesses later remembered them together, calm in the face of what was coming. The Titanic was not only a tragedy, but a moment that revealed what remains when everything else is stripped away. For some, it was fear, but for others, it was courage, sacrifice, and even faith. And that is the part of the story that is often forgotten.